Welcome to AirHeads. Coming up, I'm in a chicken run going all Star Wars. Terry is telling it like it is. First, James Marchington got the papers in a flat with his parakeets. What's he shooting for us this week? Pandas?
Well, I seem to have upset the antis last time when I made a parakeet decoy to help me deal with a feral parakeet that was damaging my fruit trees. But since then I haven't seen the birds attacking my trees anymore, so with a bit of luck that's solved the problem. There are more parakeets than ever coming to the bird feeders in the garden now, but so long as they stick to fat balls and sunflower seeds, that's fine by me. I noticed one of the regular visitors had a damaged wing, although it seemed to be flying just fine despite that. I almost started to feel sorry for it. But then I was watching it in the sycamore tree, and it started to rip the buds off the twigs. I just hope he doesn't start doing that to my apple trees. Aside from the parakeets, there are plenty of other birds coming to the feeders, and there's a definite pecking order when it comes to who eats first. Birds like these collared doves and the jays and magpies tend to wait until the parakeets are finished. The crows chase off all the other birds, but top of the heap are the squirrels. They're always fighting amongst themselves, and they're very aggressive about seeing off the parakeets. This one spends most of the day hanging upside down with his head in the seed feeder. Over on the stump they squabble over the nuts. And they don't stand for any nonsense from the crows either. With the squirrels getting out of hand once again, I decided it was time to remove a couple, using my new favourite Parakeet Hunter pellets, this time in the Crossman Phantom Mark II. The first one had hardly hit the deck before the next one saw his chance and jumped in to scoff the nuts. Another headshot put paid to him, and the birds had the feeders to themselves once again. It won't last long though. I've already seen a couple more squirrels checking things out, and in a few days they'll be claiming the territory as theirs.
Thank you, James. Now to hear what the antis, the furries and the fluffies had to say about his parakeets, here's David with HotAir. How apt.
This is HotAir. Animal activists, or nutters as we like to call them in Field Sports Channel towers, have described our recent film on how to shoot parakeets in London as deranged. Their comments appeared in the Evening Standard, the Telegraph and the Mirror, provoking sensible, rational adult debate. Yeah, right. But it's definitely worth a read. A visually impaired shooting Grand Prix will be held at Stoke Mandeville Stadium in 2015. The International Paralympic Committee announced it will consist of events for both 10-metre air rifle standing, 60 shots mixed event, and 10-metre air rifle prone, 60 shots mixed event, with finals held in each. Visually impaired shooting was tested at the IPC Shooting World Championships in Seoul in Germany earlier this year. The discipline will face further tests in 2015, alongside that of the Paraclay target shooting. A new law to licence airguns in Scotland will mean law-abiding people will end up being prosecuted. That's the warning to MSPs from the head of the Scottish Police Federation. The Air Weapons and Licensing Scotland Bill will introduce tighter controls on Scotland's estimated 500,000 air weapons and criminalise anyone who doesn't get a licence. The world's largest internet airgun retailer has held its first competition. The Pyramid Air Cup in October at the Tusco Rifle Club in Ohio drew more than 50 competitors from 11 different states, including Ted Beer of Ted's Holdover YouTube channel. Retailers are using another big competition in the States to launch new rifles. Daystate's BR concept rifle was available to see at the Extreme Bench Rest competition in Arizona. Based on the Wolverine 303 Highlight, the rifle is fitted with a bespoke Gary Kane stock, designed for bench rest shooting. And finally, Hollywood star Brad Pitt said he got his first air rifle when he was just 6 and his first handgun at 8. The actor made the revelation while promoting his upcoming war flick, Fury. The 50-year-old actor says his first shotgun was his grandfather's, and it was an honour to receive it. He also spoke about the usefulness of being taught respect for guns at a young age. You are now up to date with HotAir, aiming for accuracy, targeting the truth.
Next up, it's me. I'm going to go to my garden and open up to you about a serious problem I have. So some TV presenters are addicted to drugs, some to rock and roll. I am addicted to lasers. When I was sent the Laserware Glacier 100 milliwatt laser, I should have put it on the 223 and tried it out on foxes. I'll do that later. Instead, I stuck it on the sub 6 foot-pound air pistol in place of night vision with another 30 milliwatt laser atop as a sight. The reason why? I've got a pest control situation in a tight sight. I already used the green dot on the 30 milliwatt laser. The bigger Laserware Glacier sells itself as a night vision unit as well as a laser sight. You can adjust the size of the laser beam, put the two together, and I have the best of both worlds. Now you might say, don't use air pistols on animals. They are low powered and basically inaccurate. Well, the rat holes are in my chicken run. I can't shoot into it from outside because of the wire, and the run is too small for me to use an air rifle. So the point of the exercise is to save my girls from some nasty neighbours. Now I want to work out my zero, which is going to be exactly from the far end of the chicken run, right behind the camera, to that hole down there. So the chicken run is 11 feet long, and that's what I'm going to zero at. It is easy to zero a laser, just twiddle the screws on the mount. Simply wind the dot onto where the pellets are going. My rule for shooting rats with this air pistol is never more than 20 feet. At that distance it's more than capable of killing shots. The laser sight means the pellet goes where the dot is. Here is the result of zeroing at 11 feet with the pistol clamped. The next stage is the waiting game. It's going to be cold. I need warm clothes and a comfortable Daiwa carp fishing chair. I'm in the perfect disguise. I've also brought Nutella with me, irresistible to rats, and the chickens are about to throw it around the place. And I have the weapon. As darkness falls, the setup works well. Using a laser to illuminate a rat hole is a lot easier on the eye than using night vision, where your world snaps from daylight to darkness. There are two major disadvantages. The mounting system means it's easy to knock the laser off zero. I had to put the sighting laser on top because of the ring sizes of the mounts. Ideally, the big one should go on top. And secondly, for whatever reason, maybe my scent is overpowering the scent of Nutella, maybe the rats can see through my disguise, maybe they've moved to nearby farm buildings, or maybe the occasional sweep of the laser is scaring them, but no rats. I won't stop using it, however. When I get one, it might have to be a news story for HotAir. In the meantime, for more about the unit, go to laserware.co.uk. There you are, double laser quasar with phasers set to stun. Now let's see what Terry has to say. Terry El Terrorismo. As a keen sportsman, my best shot was dropping a rotten tomato on Clem Attlee's bald head from the battlements of Balmoral. Tell one, what is the most satisfying shot you have ever made?
The shot that won me the Euro title in '94. I won the European Championships in 1994, and the third target from home dropped, and I was 3 targets in the lead, and no one else to come.
Now Now from the east of England to the other points of the compass on YouTube it is Airstreaming. Charlie Jacoby here. This is my weekly roundup of the best air gunning on YouTube. Sometimes you don't need to take the long range shots. Air Gunning's South African correspondent is in pigeon paradise in a shed. S18 Hedberg is on a Eurasian collared dove hunt. He finds his 177 pellet spiral beyond 40 yards, so he brings out his 25 caliber Marauder to get the job done. Ex-Siver is on his latest red squirrel hunt. That still worries the British audience. It's a different red squirrel to the one we know. He's out with the airgun Matador. Hunter's Vermin is after corvids in the snow. That's not freak weather conditions for Northern Ireland. It's footage he shot years ago over a few days on a local farm during a real cold spell of weather when blackbirds, that's blackbirds, not blackbirds, were coming to feed on crop silage. Bro and his stepson go out for a session on the rats. 11 minutes of night vision. The PCP hunter has an entertaining idea. It's his crow hunting top 10. The video is good and he is updating the description with the votes, which is an excellent idea. Airgun Gear Show showcases an electric spring airgun, the Browning Rutten Airstar. My first try, he says. Probably the last. And finally, here is Kuwait's biggest airgun channel on YouTube. Sniper QTY Airgun is shooting at long range. Click on the links to watch the videos, or you will find them in this film's description. If you would like to send in a video for Airstreaming, ping me the link, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. We're back in a couple of weeks. Goodbye.